Hello knitters, Fay Lynn from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. And so today I have some patterns to remind you of that are good for your summer knitting. And I have a really interesting fix on the cable blanket I'm working on. And I just thought it'd be interesting to show you, so stay tuned. Okay, so first thing, you've seen all these, but I'm gonna remind you that they're still here because they're being knitted. It's really good. So this is the little tank top that we did with that really funky yarn. That's that's that really thin and thick yarn. And we have people, it's a really popular pattern because it's 2 rectangles. That's it. Knit a row, purl a row. That's it. And we stitch and stitch under the arms and you're done. And so people do multiples of these. So I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't been in to check it out, you can try this one on and see how it fits. And then we can, adjust sizes from there. And it's just a really fast, really fun knit. And it's the fabric tends to be, it's really fun. And it's a great wear for the summer. So with a tank under it, really, really good. Or a dress like a spaghetti dress, strap dress, cute. So there's one idea. Fast on an 11 or a 13. So it's fast, it's fun, it's easy, and it's very wearable. That's really good. Okay, the next thing I remind you of is a string bag, which we did last weekend, but of course you can do this anytime. So here's another one that we have in the store. We have several of these in the store. And the one that the green one is on the mannequin now, and I can't take her off. But here's another one, same idea, only this one has a circular bottom, which is a little bit more fiddly if you're, you sort of have to do magic loop or double points to get the circular bottom done. I really like it, it's really pretty, but you start right in the middle. So it's a little fiddly until you sort of get your way out here. And then the rest of it's just knit 2, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, and then you have the top. So again, our coastal cotton is perfect for this. If you're gonna go one color, you just need 1 skein. Obviously, if you're gonna go 2 colors, you can do 2 skeins, but you'll get 2 bags out of it because you'll just flip the colors on the second one, and you'll have plenty of yarn. So this is a fun knit, it's a fast knit. Well, it's pretty fast because you're like on a 10.5 for the body and you're yarn over knit 2 together. So it goes pretty good. Pretty good. And they're very useful. They're also good project bags if you need a project bag. Okay, then I'm going to talk about a couple of the baby knits that we have in here. These are sort of the more fancy ones that we have. We have lots of plain little things, come in and tons of baby stuff. But these are some of our really cute ones. And one of them's like up on the wall, so I can't pick it up and show it to you. But here are some pictures. But here's the blanket that goes with it. And in our blanket class, so this is called the bubble stitch. This is called the bubble stitch. And in our blanket class, this is like everybody's favorite one because it looks way harder than it is. And it really isn't that hard. It's really pretty simple once you know what you're doing. And obviously very repetitive. And it just makes a great looking blanket. It's just a wonderful blanket. So that's an idea for a blanket. And the sweater is in Tarja, not in Tarja. The sweater is Fair Isle. And just the little elephants on the bottom is a Fair Isle. And then you've got the stripes going up. So that's a fun knit too. And so are the little diaper covers. That's a fun knit too. So yeah, so that's one baby thing. And the other baby outfit that I have here is this little romper, which has been hanging up here for quite a while. Now, the pattern also has a dress. So it's the same pattern here, but it's a dress. And it's really cute with the little shrug. And it's adorable. Adorable. The shrug also has the lace down the sleeves right there. Yeah, so it also has the lace down the sleeves. That's the same lace pattern that's here down the front. And yeah, so this is a really fun little knit. This I use the Dream, but it's a DK weight. We have the Chow, which would be great with this and washable and everything like that. And then I used 2 skeins, 1 of each color. And then I had enough to make a tiny, this is just a carry-along nappy blanket. Because it's not very big, but I wanted to use all my yarn up. So there's that, which I love this blanket, right? And then I still had a little bit of yarn left over. And so I made a little bunny. with the red leftover yarn, which is just sort of a cylinder, like top of the hat and then 2 ears. He's cute. So I used every bit of the yarn for this set. I love baby sets. Baby sets are wonderful when you can have several things going on at the same time. You know, and again, if you find a book that goes with the set, that's even better. So there are some baby ideas. We have tons of baby ideas, and we have tons of great yarns for babies. We sell a lot of baby stuff. So come on in and see what those are like. Okay, and last but not least, we got some new yarn in. It's a cotton linen viscose blend. It's a worsted weight, and it's long striping. So again, really good tank top, short top, summer top, lacy top, scarf kind of thing, you know, really thin little scarf thing. Poncho would be really cute, one of those linen-y ones that are really thin, sheer. You know, you're on bigger needles and it's sort of a thin sheer poncho, so it's just really dainty looking, not, you know, a big heavy poncho. So that's our new yarn that we've got in right now. And of course, we still have Christine's knit along, and she's getting, I didn't see where she was yesterday, but she's gotten, I think she's pretty much done with the striping part and is about to head into just the body, which is just stockinette with one color. And so yeah, so come in and see her sweater, because she'll have it here. She always has it here. And here's a picture of where she started, and that's of the new Diversa yarn that's fingering weight and is lovely, lovely, lovely yarn. I've been talking about it the last couple weeks. And then I'm still trying to figure out something to do with the Zebra ball. I am thinking of doing Andrea Mowry's Inclination, which is, I think it's a half fisherman's rib pattern, and which works really well. And so there's lots of them online. If you go and go, there'll be a link here, link to her pattern. And then if you go to projects and you put up at the top Zebra ball, then the ones that use Zebra ball will show up and you can see what it looks like. And I'll have that in the newsletter too. So those are the yarns we're dealing with for summer. We got we have a lot more cotton stuff too. So that's that. And now I'm going to turn this around and show you the cabling fun I'm having. Okay, so here's the cable square I'm working on. I took some video last night of me taking this out and what it looked like. It was totally makeshift how I had to do my camera because I didn't have a tripod. So I'm going to try to cut some of that in so you can sort of see what I was dealing with. But now I'm looking at this. See how beautiful this is? Now look over here. What happened right here? See, I don't have the tight little twist, and then it goes blah, 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 blah. Yeah, just like that. And then it's tight again. So, I mean, this is hours of work. I've already torn it out once because I thought something was wrong, and I don't think it really was. But, God, I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to do this kind of fixing that you can do, in that you drop down, like I'm going to drop down the stitches between these markers up here, because that's where my mistakes are, like between the markers. And drop it down to here, and then re-knit those, whatever, 10 stitches up again. Holy mackerel. I might cuss. And if I totally screw it up, then I'll have to take it out. But I'd rather try to fix it than just automatically take it out. Besides, I need practice trying to fix something like that, because with this blanket, I am sure that's not the only one that we're going to see. I'm positive of it, as a matter of fact. See, there's God, really? So these, you're just going to take the ladder and pull out these stitches. And you can see, like, things don't go where you don't want them to go for the most part. Okay, I'm continue doing that and have a spaghetti mess. Stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm counting the ladders. So there's 10 ladders. I'm just going 11, 12, 13, 14, because this will tell me how many rows I just pulled out. 15 until I get up there. That'll be 27 rows that I took out. And on my pattern, okay, so after counting and trying to really make sure what row this is, and I could sort of do it by figuring out where this cable crossed. I also counted the garter all the way up, And I counted this line of, and all of them ended up on row 29. So this is row 29 that's on my needles. So now I'm going to start knitting, starting at row 30. What am I saying? Row 30, right where my blue marker is. That's where I'm gonna start knitting, and I gotta start knitting, 27 rows. So the one thing you gotta be really careful of when you're doing this stuff is that you really are picking up the very next ladder to knit with, and you're not skipping one. These are really long because they're 6 stitches, so it'll be much easier. I don't think it's harder for me to mess that up than when you're just doing a couple stitches, but you can tell this one comes before this one, and then the next one's gonna be this one. So it's pretty easy to tell what the order is here. So now I'm knitting on row 31. Okay, so I'm about to cable these 4 stitches and then purl those 4. So there's my cable, my right leaning cable, and then my purl 4. What I'm gonna do is got 2 purls and then a cable. No, it has a cable and 4 purls. So it's a right leaning cable. So right back, I'm gonna put this in here. I don't use a cable needle most of the time. So this is how you would do it without. Right goes the back, the first 2 stitches going back, right back. And then I put these back on here. And then I put these back on here. And now I'm gonna knit them. So now I do this, and now I grab my little ladder. Again, making sure it's the bottom one. And it's easier, I mean, I throw with my right hand, but it's way easier to do this with the yarn in the left hand because that's the way it wants to sort of carry. But whatever works for you, you can sort of mess with it. And so I'm gonna knit these 4. 2. 3. 4. And now I'm gonna purl 4. And so I'm gonna get this yard ladder all the way in the front because it's going to be purling. That way it's all in the front. And now I just purl. 1, 2, 3, and there's 4. All right. Now I'm going to slip these stitches back over because I have these 2 needles right now. I lost my other double points, probably sitting at home. Okay, slip those over. So now I'm going to do my next row, which is just knit 4, purl 4. I'm starting in the wrong spot. Knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to purl. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move this over so that's in the front, and it's going to be 4. There's 4. Here's my next one, and my next row is a cable row again. So I'm going to knit 2. Knit 2, 1, 2. Then I'm going to cable left, which means this first 2 stitches on the front, and it's a 4. It's 4, 1 instead of 3, so I got to take off 2, put those 2 back on, put these 2 back on, and now I'm going to purl 2, purl 1, purl 2. Split the yarn. I'm going to knit 2, and then I think I purl 2. Yep, knit 2 and then purl 2. So I'm going to knit 2, 1, and 2, and now I've got a purl, so I'm going to get this all the way in the front, and I'm going to purl 2. 1, 2. All right. So this is fiddly, yes, this is very fiddly, but if I were to take this all out, this was probably 6 hours of work. This may take me an hour to do. So there's like no comparison in doing this. I also made a mistake here that I noticed it a little bit faster. So this cross here was going over instead of under. And there's a hole when you cable, there's a passage hole here where the stitches go under, where you cross them in the back. And so that one I dropped these down to there, put it underneath and pick those stitches up. This only took me maybe 15 minutes to do. This one is a bigger deal, but it was so bad I had to do it and I did not want to take it out. So, so that's how we fix cable. So it's daunting. It looks really daunting. But if you just take it really slow and just, you know, make sure you're picking up the right thing, make sure you're starting on the right row, and then just knit the 8 stitches how they show up in that row, it's really not that bad. I know it's scary looking, but you know, and nothing else is coming out. It's all on holders, and it's all good. So there you go. Okay, that's it for today, and I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.